Say it now, you slacking in goaltending. My actions are.
Houston, Texas, the site for the Jazz. You won't find two teammates more in sync than Markkanen and Kessler. Their partnership is sure to be a factor as they game plan for the task ahead at the Toyota Center. Jazz, Rockets, coming up next on 2K Sports. Welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. Taking a look at some numbers here for him.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
Here are the starters for Utah. We've got Filipowski, George out there with Bailey. Then it's Lauri Markkanen, and it's Kessler in at the 5. And for Houston, Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. Inside, Smith and Şengün. And it's the great, and at the point. This game could be like a tennis match, Grant, with the ball racing from one side of the court to the other.
Yeah, BA, you can get whiplash watching these teams run up and down the floor. They like to get it and go without any hesitation.
And the tip belongs to the Jazz. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Bailey. Now here's George. Three-pointer, no good. Smith outside. Here's the great. Smith with a screen on George. An open look for Smith. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
This is Smith's game. Set him up and he'll knock him down.
Pass to Bailey from outside the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Here's the great. Coming off a terrific game against New York. Sinks it from distance.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been
sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope you can get a shot first.
It's good.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close range look.
When we talk about Keyonte George, what stands out to you the most, Stan?
Good question, B.A. I don't know that I pick one area. He's good at a wide variety of things. Can handle the ball, pass it, score it, and that gives you flexibility in terms of the guys you put around him.
Houston shooting their first free throw of the night.
First team foul.
And you look for bright spots in this developing core for Utah, Grant. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, B.A. You have 2 gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen and Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker, manning the middle.
Utah moving the ball around. And here's Bailey for 3. Oh, and again, it's the jam from deep.
Well, a good idea to set up Bailey. He's got that high release. He's such an exciting young player.
Durant, three-pointer, rebounded by Bailey.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Filipowski with it, guarded by Smith. George sets a screen. Here's Bailey, fires it, pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Bailey's got 8 points.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Here's the great, George defending. The great, the pass to Şengün. Now here's Smith. The great with the bucket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Jabari Smith. Utah shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Eason's checked in for the Rockets.
2 shots.
Good on the second one. Houston has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. The great with the bucket.
His offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
fouls.
And now the first timeout called here. And a moment now to take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
He has been so impressive on defense, and it really comes down to effort. He has been working so hard to terrorize the offense and keep them under pressure at all times.
Here's Bailey. Give him 8. Back to George. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. George has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, he's got the eye in, and he scored with confidence right now.
Here's the break. Points for him. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
George passes to Markkanen. George in the post. No good off the back of the rim. Houston leading by 4. Outside Durant. Launches a 3. And Houston another 3.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
George passes to Kessler. There's the triple. George with another miss.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
And the shot goes in.
The big story thus far, how well they shot the rock.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Ali.
He told me when he was watching film, Coach Markkanen doesn't need how to use it to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement and bring versatility to his offense.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
They swipe it. Pass break. Here come the Rockets. Pass to the great. Good screen on George. The great drains the triple. The great's got 20.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. George, no good.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a 3-point play. Houston shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Houston, number 1. At the line, shooting 1.
11 seconds left in the first. To get back on track, sends it home from 3-point land. Puts the Houston Rockets a sizable lead of 14 at the break. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Man,
Both teams deciding to change it up. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. Tari Eason is out there with Brent Capella. And it's the great in at the 1 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
now I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. George, right side. Baseline try. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
George with another miss.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
This one for three. Another three from Houston.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
1:39 left in the second period. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. And he's a crafty scorer for a young player. George is always going to find the gaps in the defense.
Here's the great. Count the baskets. The great's got 33.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
And 1:01 left in the first half. Marketing for three. Can't hit that one.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. Houston shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. Houston making some changes. Alperen Sengun's checked in for Capella, and it's Smith in for Eason. Collier, he's checked in for Utah. The Jazz shooting 40% so far in this one. A quick shot there. It's off target. And Houston is shooting an out-of-this-world 77%.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
30 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Bailey. There's 18 seconds left in the second. Here's Collier. Filipowski up top. Three on the clock. Marketing for three. Good D by Sengun. Here's the great. It could go. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, ahead by a mile with a 38-point lead at the end of the period. Defense is setting the tone. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Fans, get ready for some high-RPM and amazing step speed from your pocket pod. Arena Entertainment.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Houston Rockets.
It's classic Showtime. The way they're running the break looks like the 1980s of the Lakers.
And this score reminds you of some of those old Lakers games. What a dominant performance so far. Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
And looking at the Kings matchup, they hold some advantages, but can't play sloppy or uninspired. Still have to come in focused and get the job done.
That's just like us here in the studio. It's hard to bring it every day, but, you know, we try. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, to play great defense, teams have to provide help. But how do you avoid over-helping?
It's a great question, BA, and it's like anything in the game. Basketball is a game of decisions. I think people look at it and they talk about athletic ability and they talk about skills, which are both important. But the best players and the best teams are the best decision makers, and the same thing goes as the when to help and when to stay home on shooters.
So on the floor for Utah, we've got Keyonte George, Walker Kessler out there with Filipowski. Then it's Bailey, and it's Markkanen in at the small forward. Smith outside. Here's the great. He's got 42 from deep three-point range. The rebound by Filipowski. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. And there's Kessler on the assist by Bailey.
Well, when you have the size Kessler has, you just want them to keep getting you the ball inside.
Nice shot by Durant.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
George passes to Bailey. Utah moving the ball around. To the paint. George with the bucket. George has got 8.
An efficient finisher inside. George makes the most of the close range opportunity.
Here's the great. George defending. Here's the great. Barry for 3. The great's got 45 points.
Make 3 of their first 4 shots in this game is a strong start. Now it's about growing momentum. Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Here he goes, and he drops in the layup off the glass. The great's got 8 here in this quarter.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Pass to Bailey. Fires the 3. And that'll be Utah's ball as it goes out of bounds. Jazz able to keep possession. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, well the NBA is cutthroat. All-star Kevin Durant said, you've got to build up that dislike for guys that you're competing against. You can't be friends while you're on the court. It's a dog-eat-dog world, especially when you're at the level of greatness. You don't want anybody to take that thing you've got. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. The great, the pass to Şengün. Here's the great, George defending. And here's Thompson for 3. And Houston another 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
They need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
George has the open look. Nice form on the 20-footer. He's got 10.
Didn't need to really hurry up there. George stayed within himself and got it up quick.
Here's the great for 3. And again for 3. Triple game.
Unbelievable, unbelievable.
Here's Bailey. Good. Bailey's got 10 points in the game.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Oh, another one falls. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
NBA, it feels like he can't miss.
Markkanen outside. George outside. Pass to Filipowski. Markkanen looking it over. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, this has been a frustrating night for him, still without any points.
And that one's good by Durant.
A dozen consecutive points off of 3s. This defense looks rattled.
Out of bounds. It'll be Rockets ball. And while we have a second, let's take a look at the top scoring rookies in the NBA right now. Second, Ace Bailey.
And it's always hard to predict how easily young players will adapt to the league. But on the offensive end, he's really hit the ground running.
And the Rockets will go for a different look here. Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. Eason's checked in for Durant. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Thompson. And a switch here also for Utah. Collier's checked in.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Pass to Bailey. To the right side. To halt the run. Offensive rebound. Now Filipowski. Here's Bailey. He's got 10. Gets the 3 to fall. Bailey's got 13.
He's trying to move the team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
the great. Oh, connects again.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Hey, rejected by Capella.
Utah ball. Substitution on the court.
Here's Nurkic. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And so it's the Houston Rockets making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that wraps it up. For Sam Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. As we leave, we present our player of the game.